before Yelp, before TripAdvisor. Duncan Hines was the person that brought us good taste. We went out into the community to try to find the restaurants and the places to stay, places that were clean, places to eat that were wonderful, that America was desiring back in the 1930s, 40s, and on. Duncan Hines was from Bowling Green, born in 1880. Actually went to the Bowling Green Business College, which became Western Kentucky University. So he's part of the Hall of Distinguished Alumni here. So he has a very deep connection to our town, and Bowling Green is very proud of him. During the Depression, he was actually a traveling salesman in Chicago working for a printing company. He wasn't much of a cook himself, but he really was a businessman that was looking for a really good meal. And over the time, he collected his notes on all these things. And in 1935, published them with his wife in a Christmas card, 167 places to stay, places to eat. And the overwhelming response from all his friends and family and people he sent the card to was, "I can't believe this. You need to publish this." And being a salesman and a business guy, he actually took that upon himself, and he created Adventures in Good Eating, which he sold for $1, and it became a national bestseller. You have to remember, when Duncan Hines was traveling during this period of time, there wasn't a lot of health codes and those sorts of things. So he was pretty fearless. He would go into the back into kitchens and he would check out their cleanliness. He was kind of a safety expert for America at the time as well. He wrote in a very graspable style. You know, people didn't necessarily want to always hear a famous person slept in this bed at this hotel. They really wanted to find a very cost-effective place to be, a good, safe place to be. After World War II, his name really started to resonate even more because America had this disposable income. They had more money to buy cars, and people were traveling more. So he just became this person who was looked to. His partner, Roy Park, approached him, and they developed the Heinz Park food franchise. One of his first products was ice cream, actually. So it was this bona fide something that you could trust on the shelf, and when you're in an American culture that's looking for new things, looking for easy things, it was an identifiable signature of good taste.
Dramatically new, the highest angel food possible from a mix. New Duncan Hines Deluxe Angel Food Mix.
So when you visit the Kentucky Museum, recommended by Duncan Hines as one of our exhibits, it's a timeline of his entire life. You're going to see a replica of a similar kind of car that he would have used as a traveling salesman, examples of the books, Lodging for a Night and Adventures in Good Eating. We also have dioramas, so you're going to be able to see a lot of the cake mixes that you'll recognize today from the stores, but through the different periods, they've changed over time. You're also going to see a kitchen, a recreation of his kitchen, his original stove. You're going to see him cooking at that stove. Visitors to the museum, when they come to this particular exhibit, are surprised when you tell them that Duncan Hines was a real man. He died in 1959, and he's buried here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And we talk about the word foodie today, and I think if Duncan Hines were around today, I think he would be clapping and jumping up and down for joy. He wanted to expose people to things that they've never done before, never tasted before, and he wanted to make that experience as rich as possible. He would be called a foodie. I think he would be ecstatic.